This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Well, welcome everybody to another episode, Weapon H All-in-One Podcast.
With Tanya and Herm.
I wonder why it's not doing like it did last time.
What?
Maybe it was switching screens and stuff. Now it's just showing me on the bottom down there. Who knows? Hopefully it'll come out all right. I guess it'll come out that way, but we'll see. Anyway, how you doing today?
I miss you being here.
Yeah, everybody, in case y'all didn't notice, we're not in the same spot after 3 months.
3 months. We survived. Remember,
we
did the first podcast, we were like, we'll see if this works.
It actually did pretty good.
And I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. So
I've been very busy today. Going to this week actually, going to different happy hours and catching up with people that I have not caught up with since our trip. So it's interesting. I went out to eat with a girlfriend tonight, and her message was, "Girl, stay in your relationship. There's nothing out here." And I have to say, when people say that, or when I read it online, I don't really believe it. I'm like, there's lots of men. There's an abundance of men. There are, but there's so much foolishness out there.
yeah, but even still, I mean, you don't stay in a relationship.
Foolishness.
Yeah, but you don't stay in a relationship just because it may or may not be something out there.
I
You
guess
stay in it because it's good. If it's good,
the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Yeah, but now everybody's not. I mean, just like you found somebody to be in this relationship, you'll find somebody to be in another one.
Well, I never did online dating, but I guess Facebook can be considered online dating because I've reconnected with people on Facebook and I've gone out with them. I've not done the Facebook dating, but I've gone on with people I've connected with on Facebook.
Well, that's
However,
still considered online dating, but yeah.
She has really riddled me with some giggles tonight, not to mention the nice drink I had. But so I can't even remember the dating app she was on. But so she went out with went to Ruth Chris, their happy hour. And how much is happy hour? It's not that much, half price stuff. And he said, we'll go Dutch. And she said, no, I don't do Dutch.
Okay.
I commend her for saying that, because I don't know if I would have been able to do that. I probably would have said, I'm going to pay and never see you again. But he said, well, the next time I'll pay. So she said, okay. So they were actually running tight. And she says, well, I got to go. I got to pick up my kid. And he said, the bill. Don't forget the bill. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He called back again.
Okay.
I think I would have just said, you know what, I'm not answering the phone. I would have I just would have ghosted him or answered him or did something foolish.
So what else went on with what he was,
So he said, we'll go out again and it won't be Dutch. It'll be my treat. She's all right, great. Where are we going? He'd suggest one place. She said no. He suggested another. She said, all right. And he said, I'll get a hotel room near the place. And she said, what? And she said, I'm not going back to the hotel room with you. He's like, so we can get reconnected. She said, I'm not going back to the hotel room with you. He said, then you're going to have to pay your own meal.
Dating in the 2020s.
My gosh. And so she said, no love lost. And parted ways.
But yeah, I mean, that's just what it is.
There's several other stories.
But that's just what it is
the
now.
Highlights. So then she's showing a text message exchange every morning. Good morning. The guy, good morning. She's like, good morning. How you doing? Good. This went on for like a few days. Just the good morning text. Nothing solidified, nothing that he is making plans, but good morning, beautiful. Good morning, queen. What?
Okay.
What?
I mean, Simple, just don't answer it.
Right, but I guess she's like hoping that he will make a move.
Well, he already made his move. She didn't like his move.
Someone else. This is
Oh,
someone
this is
else.
another. Oh my God.
This
Okay.
is someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't make that quite clear, but okay.
Right. Well, forget him because she didn't go out with him anymore. This
Okay.
one is texting now. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
All right.
How you doing?
That worked a couple of times, and now you stop answering.
I mean, you stop answering. You, I
Yeah,
guess.
don't answer no more. That's all. That's it. It's simple. But let's.
I didn't even ask her how that fizzled out because she was showing me the text messages, and I was just. Now I've had, the good morning text. Like, I don't need a good morning text. I don't need a good afternoon text. I need you to make a date.
Okay, but still nothing wrong with saying good morning. I mean, as long as you're doing something more than that, but yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. There was nothing more than that. Then the piece de resistance, is that how you say it?
Just gone.
I was in French. Piece de resistance. How do you say it?
What are you trying to say?
The piece de resistance.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying, so I'm sorry. Resistance was fine, but I don't know what you mean by peace. I don't know what you're trying to say. Like
that's,
peace.
The cherry on top. That's a saying.
Okay. I don't know that saying, and I speak French, but I don't know it. Go ahead.
You get someone else.
Okay.
On this app, and they're
sound like Tinder.
Huh?
It sound like Tinder.
Wasn't
Good.
Tinder.
Okay.
I said it, but it wasn't that because I asked her.
Hinge, Bumble.
Nope.
Neither of them. Okay. Oh, boy. Or maybe it was Facebook dating. No, who knows? They got their own.
I don't remember the name of it, but she told me.
Oh.
I can't remember the name.
Plenty of Fish.
No, I know all those.
Oh well, shit. I don't know what you said. You don't remember.
Right, but if you said it, I would know. Slim, Trim, wasn't Trim, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, Trim sound like Tinder. Give me some trim. Go.
He said. So they're going back and forth, and he says, "Right now, I'm playing with mine." And he said the D-I-C-K.
Yeah, he playing his thing. That's all. He said playing his thing.
But he said the D-I-C-K.
Right, but I'm saying, yeah.
Like that's what? Like, why are you saying? Like, why? We don't want to know that. We don't want any pictures. We need to know what you're doing, unless
she's on the wrong web. Maybe she's on the wrong site. Maybe that's that kind of site.
No, I don't think it was.
Okay. Well, you don't know the site, man. Okay.
But I know it wasn't that kind of site. After that.
Is the site you've been on?
What?
Was it a site you've been on?
I have never been on a dating site except my kid put me on Black People Meet years ago, and I'm like, I gotta get off of this.
Okay.
You put me on this. Why would you do that?
But anyway, Black People Meet, that's going way back. But I'm saying, you said you haven't been on it, but you said it's not that kind of site. How do you know that?
Because I asked her.
Oh, well, she might not know either, obviously, but okay. No.
Because she did meet someone on there that, I think all these sites can be hookups.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah. It's most times if you're pretty clear in your profile, yeah.
But basically, she said, stay with what you got because there's nothing out there.
Why is she in that situation to begin with?
I said, I'm going to stay with them, but not because there's nothing out there. Because I'll find something.
Hey, we both will find something. It ain't about nothing. Yeah, that ain't about nothing.
What do you mean we both?
All right, so I said, yeah, you can find something, I can find something. It ain't about nothing.
Nobody was talking about what you can find. He was talking about me.
Right, well, and I added mine into it. You can find something, I can too, just so you understand that. Yeah, go on now.
I can find somebody you can't find.
Shit, watch me. You find somebody, I'm finding somebody. Bodies.
You said watch me?
I didn't say watch. I said I'm finding some bodies though.
You're not gonna just date one person?
I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Maybe I won't. After being in one for a while, probably not. Probably have a little fun for a little bit before.
Wait, you don't have fun with me? You don't have fun with me? What do you mean?
I'm not with you. You already found somebody. I'm not with you.
But you just said you have a little fun. Like we don't have fun?
I'm not with you. So it doesn't matter what we had. If we're not together, what difference does it make?
This conversation is really taking the wrong turn.
All right, well, you went there and I'm finishing. Now go. Now, anyway, let's
find somebody.
Forget all that. All right, I know you, and I said the same. So
no, you can't find anybody.
You watch. Anyway.
Really, you watch.
Pull some mess. Watch that. Anyway.
What mess am I pulling?
You said you'll find somebody. That ain't mess.
I'm not finding anybody. There's mess out there.
Okay, then there you go. Anyway, let's talk about why she's why she's online dating. Let's go there.
All right. So,
which is going to be our main topic of the day, but go.
Would you be upset? Well, for one thing, they are in the new.
Set it up.
They've known each other for a while, kind of like us, but they're in a new stages of dating. Okay, so it's not like me and you, we're in a relationship. We're not dating. We're in a relationship, right? We can agree on that?
Yeah, we're agreeing on that. Come on, man.
All right. I believe they were dating heading towards a relationship. Anyway, red flag number one, going through somebody's phone. Went through the phone, saw a picture, an exchange of someone that lives overseas. And there was a picture of them from years ago that he had texted her, and she'd asked him to go someplace. And she'd also asked this guy to go someplace. But the one she's in a relationship dating with, saw that she asked, and he was upset.
Okay.
Is he upset? Because he shouldn't have gone through her phone.
Well, we had a conversation before about whether you should be allowed to go through each other's phone. But I think he should have asked her. He should have just did it. But if he asked her to go through the phone, but I mean, why is do you think he had some reason? If he asked her, he must have had a reason for something. Or he did it rather. See, I'm sure she left a lot of that out. But he must have had some type of reason to want to go through the phone. Why would he just want to go through your phone?
I don't agree.
That's not something.
And your phone is private.
No, it is. I said that already, but I'm just saying. He must have had a reason. Let's not make it like he randomly just, I'm going to go through your phone. Why did he have a reason to go through a phone? That's what I'm saying. When you get one side of the story, because now he went through the phone, but then
what happens if I say, what happens if I say, here, can you go to my messages and find a password for me? And you pick it up and you see an exchange. Are you going to open up that exchange?
No.
But you have my phone.
You have my like on iPhone when it pops up on the top or something like that?
Yes, you have my phone and something pops up from
Ghostmo, whatever.
Charles. We'll say Charles. Okay. And it pops up and you see a picture, just, kind of in the reel, and you're looking at what I'm asking you to look at, and then you pop on that. Would you happen to look at it? You're not going to look at it.
I'm not going to pop on that, but if there's something pop up, I'm like, something popped up on your thing. You might want to open it up. And then I'm going to sit there and watch you open it up, and I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to sit back here like this. I'm sitting back and like.
So you're sitting back looking at it, but you're not going to ask me.
Oh, I'm going to ask you once you finish. I said, what was that? I'm not going to take it and open it up. No, I'm not going to open it up like that. No.
So I just say, it's just a picture.
Okay. And I'm like, okay. And I ain't going to say nothing else about it.
And then you're going to cheat on me?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying I ain't going to say nothing else about it. If I ask you about it, you don't say nothing about it?
I just said it's a picture.
Of what? I mean, of what?
It's a picture. Oh, it's just an old picture of us. He was sending something from, back in the day, years ago.
But you said it was a message to go along with it, too. Yeah, so now I'm like, okay. Like I said, so it's a message to go around. You ain't mentioned nothing about it. Okay. I ain't going to say nothing else about it. Just believe.
You going to cheat on me?
I ain't telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you. Why would I?
Right. I just
know. Because now it's distrust there. Because you couldn't tell me what it was.
Distrust. Okay, so now I have your phone.
You just
I have your phone.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm like, all right,
Don't pop up.
I'm looking for a password on here because you give me our phone, I'll give you my
Yeah.
phone, and
Yeah.
it pops up, and I'm like, oh, Missy's calling you. Missy sent you a text message, a picture.
Picture in a message. Then
And
you
a
saw it.
message.
Then you saw it. The message looked a little
The
suspect.
message is just like, hey, what's going on?
Oh, well, see, you ain't say that. You made it like the message saying like it was a little, sneakiness to the message. Like
The sneakiness to the
last
message
week, like
was him
like
opening
just say
up the message.
for instance, it's like, well, we had a good time. We had a good time on this day last month.
No,
Just saying.
It's opening up the message, seeing that there's a picture and a message like, hey, how you doing? And then you going into the message and looking
I'm
at
not going in the message, though. I'm not going to do all that. For what?
That's what I want to know. For what?
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I asked you if it's because otherwise, if it was just something like that, I probably wouldn't even mention nothing about it. To be honest with you, it wouldn't even be I wouldn't even bring it up. But if it was a message that looked a little suspect, then yeah, that's when I'll ask something. But otherwise, if it's just a hey, how you doing in a missed person, I'm not even gonna bring that up. For what? Yeah, but that's not the way you make
pique your interest that you would not trust me. Like
I said, if it says something about basically something like it was like a recent and they had a good time, just say, I'm just saying, just say last week, you had a great time last week. Okay, what's that about?
Well, maybe I saw him out while
it could have been, and then if you say that, then that's something different. But if you say, oh, nothing, and you try to like, okay, oh, okay, all right.
What happens if he sends?
And I'm also going to look at your face, your reaction, because I know, yeah.
Oh, I have a poker face.
Okay. All right. So
what
you think?
What happens if he sends me a pic? You're on my phone looking at something or trying to fix something, and somebody sends me a private part picture, and it's from like 3 years ago, and he just randomly sends it. Are you gonna be upset with me?
No. I'm gonna. Hey, take your phone. You got something you might need to look at.
And I'll be like, oh my God, I have not talked to him in 3 years. He just sends his picture.
And it's over.
Okay. Do I have to send something back?
Send something back to like what?
Like, don't ever text me like that again. What is wrong with you?
I mean, that's up to you. That's on you. But I'm through with that.
So basically, what you're saying is how I respond.
Something that go with it. It's how it can go with it. It's just a picture, boom. And if he's saying, but if the picture has something like, yeah, remember this last week? Yeah.
Well, what about like not last week, but remember this 5 years ago?
Who cares?
All right. Because I leave those kind of impressions from 5 years ago.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure we both leave some impressions, but it's fine.
We're talking about me.
All right, well, just got to make sure you understand.
I perfectly understand.
Okay. But yeah, that wouldn't be no big. It's all, like I said, it's really all context. I mean, guys do stuff all the time, send stuff like that.
Yes, guys send all kinds of crazy
context,
stuff.
but it's context. That's all I said. It's context. But one, I'm still not gonna open it. I could be working on something. Be like, oh shit, yeah. You might want to do that before you give me the phone back. Yeah, that's that.
Now, what happens if you're down there and, I'll see you in a couple weeks or whatever, and I'm looking at something on your phone and the girl was like, oh my gosh, it was so nice seeing you at a party, and reconnecting. I hope to see you soon. What's your reply?
All that, but I just say if I did reconnecting, like what? I'm like, how do we reconnect? You see me also now. Okay, I'm gonna try to put it in. I'm gonna try to keep it in perspective and say that like that really happened. Okay, I'll be like, nah, I don't think that happened. You must not have been on my. You just not following my social media anymore. But no, I'm good now. But appreciate it though. We can be friends, but that's about it.
But you need more
Even
friends.
that, it's not just a nice thing to say.
Oh, it's a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
You know, that's the problem with you. And I told you that before.
Yeah.
You don't put your foot down. You always want to be nice and, you know, leave the door open.
Nah, I ain't leaving the door open.
Is what you call your backups? These your backups?
I think I don't need backups. I don't go to old stuff. I go find some brand new stuff. I ain't got to do all that.
You don't go back to the old stuff?
I don't have to go back to the old stuff. Not if for somebody I broke up with, no, why? For what?
But I'm supposed to someone that didn't break. Ooh.
Stop seeing whatever.
Oh, I'm so tired. Probably that drink. What happens if you didn't really break up with somebody, but you started something and then you ended up doing something else? There's no one you would not want to revisit again after I'm gone? Not now.
I don't know. I can't say that. Highly unlikely, but I can't say I wouldn't.
Oh. And so what happens if she says, yeah, you know, it was great reconnecting with you?
Like, reconnecting how? You saw me out somewhere. There's no way you reconnect with me.
Right, you know how women are. They'll hem you up and they'll be talking.
Maybe it was good seeing me again because we ain't gonna sit up and have no long ass conversation. Because if we had a long conversation like that, then she'd know my situation.
You know, people don't really care about situations.
Okay, but she would know it. They ain't got to care, but she would know it. So, and then after that, that's up to me. After that.
Yeah, that's up to you.
All right then. So now we ain't have no long drawn out conversation without her knowing nothing. That's for you. You have to handle that. That's something you gotta work do when you out.
Me?
Yeah, you have to do when you out. You out having long. You have more likely to have a long drawn out conversation than me.
You know, I don't really like talking like that, so I don't have long drawn out conversations.
So there we go. But I tried to play it, you know, just like it did happen or something. But yeah,
you're a little nicer than me. I feel like
I'm nicer, but I also know how to get up. I know how to get out of situations too.
How would you get out of a situation like that? Some girl got you hemmed up against the wall, and she's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I haven't seen you so long. When did you get back here? Oh my god!" And she's yapping and yapping and yapping, and she's talking about everything. How are you getting out of that?
Easy. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'll be waiting right here when you get out.
Okay, that's cool. Because I won't be back at that spot.
But you got to walk past that way.
I know how to get through. Trust me.
You are 6'4". How are you getting through anybody?
Easy. Watch. I get right up out of there and be out of that spot, period.
You know, you think of yourself as crafty and wily, but you're not.
Yeah, well, I've done it I've done it. It ain't like I haven't done it before.
You done what?
Got out of situations when I didn't want to talk to somebody. Easy.
I mean, it's easier on the phone.
Nah, it's easy in person. You want it to be. If you really, oh boy, come on now. Because I start off nice, but it can get mean.
Really?
If I say it enough times nice and then don't work, yeah, I can get real mean. Yeah, absolutely. But I typically don't because it's usually I get out of it before it gets to that point. So I got plenty of experience in this. Long before you came along.
Long before I came along?
Long before you came along. I learned how to get out of stuff.
There's people. This is one TikTok video. This woman with this BBL. It really isn't that well. And men are all on the timeline. Men don't like that kind of stuff. Men don't like that kind of stuff. Men don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they didn't comment.
She got that for herself.
Yeah.
I've told you that before. When women do things, they're doing it for themselves
and other
women. Yeah. We really ain't thinking about other men.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Just like
and there you go, you don't. And then they don't. So yeah. But don't be in there talking about ain't no good men either, though.
Are you thinking we should dress for the man we want?
No, you dress for yourself, and then you attract the man that you want. Because you attract somebody that's more
But do
in
you
line.
attract the men you want with looks or just being your authentic self?
Just being your authentic self. But I mean, it helps that you look nice, but be your authentic looking self. Yeah, I would say that's my opinion. Yeah, authentic.
Because when
But
we,
it depends. Some like the superficial because it gives them, I guess, status to some extent.
what do you
But
mean
me,
superficial, like the looks?
yeah, the ones like that, the model of high end stuff, and look to court everybody is a dime and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I think there's different opinions, dime or not. So
I look tired. Do I look tired?
not really, other than when you start yawning. But yeah,
That dirty martini was good.
yeah. Well, anyway, she, yeah, they're probably not too destined to. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll work things out, but yeah, yeah. Because I mean, why would you? And how long exactly was that? Because we're gonna go back to. She said it was a long time ago. How long was it really
What do you mean?
when she invited this guy? Because apparently they still not dating.
Well,
So how long
in
could it
Europe,
be?
so they don't see each other that often. He lives in Europe,
This is the side guy. He's okay,
right?
right?
The,
Right,
the
but okay.
side guy, not a side guy.
Hmm?
The side guy that's not a side guy. She just
Right.
asked him on a trip just to see what he would say. And
So why would you ask somebody on a trip if you're not interested? You don't just ask some random dude on no trip. That's somebody you talking to.
random is somebody she was dating with years ago.
Okay. So he would, even though like I said he shouldn't look no phone, but he would have every right to question that. Yes. Why wouldn't you ask me to go on the trip? Are you going to ask somebody else to go on the same trip? Yeah. He has every right to question that. Now, I don't, cause see, like I said, we only getting her side of the story. So I don't know if, if she, the timeline is when and where they on that path to dating. Was it in the beginning of them dating? We don't really know all that.
Unless you
The
are
way he took it, the way he reacted to that tells me they were farther along than she's letting on.
farther along, but there still was no actual.
Okay, that's fine. But he has every right to. I mean, what if he would she like it if he did the same thing? If she saw him ask somebody to go on a trip that he asked her to go on, that's the problem. They don't put themselves in the same situation. They just thought
They do. She didn't think it was a big deal.
That's because it didn't happen. It's guaranteed if it happened, it'd be a totally different story.
I don't think it would happen. I think she was just for shits and giggles. She did this.
And what if he did the same thing? I did that for shits and giggles. You really think she would have bought that? Absolutely not. No, she wouldn't have bought it. So go ahead with that mess. But bottom line, he still shouldn't have went into her phone without her permission.
So. I think he did have permission. I think he was just in her phone and
that's what I'm looking at the personal stuff. That's just because you had to go on the phone because maybe he went in the phone for something, but for that. Or did she say, look at my phone like you like to do. Here, look at my phone, take the receipts. Here, say, see, and look. And then he was like, oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, what about this? And she got, oh, shit.
I think he's making a bigger deal out of it than what it is. And I think she certainly understands what she could have done wrong and why he's upset, but why break up over something like that?
Is she admitting that she had some?
That's stupid.
But did she mean that? Because it sounded like she was still like kind of denying it to me. No. Like, it wasn't no big deal. It wasn't nothing.
It wasn't a big deal.
I did it for shits and giggles. But that sounds like she hasn't fully taken responsibility to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't sound like she took responsibility. She said, yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. No, that's not what she said. She said, I just did it for shits and giggles. So
I just don't think she thought.
Without hearing, maybe she didn't, but maybe he did.
Well, he did clearly, but So if something like that happened
So
with us,
but if you
I'm
think,
like, oh my gosh, I apologize. That wasn't my
you know what?
intent. Would you just
We
get
can-
rid of me?
We can go
Would you
back
say,
to
no, I'm not dealing with this?
no, because you're taking responsibility and apologizing for it. That's something different.
She did
If you
too.
told me, you just said she said I did it for shits and giggles. That's not
Right.
taking responsibility. That's still making like I wasn't really doing nothing.
I didn't really, I'm sorry. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I did it for shits and giggles.
That's not flying.
That's still not flying to you?
I did it for shits and giggles. No, that's not flying to me because I don't believe it was for shits and giggles. I just don't. You do a lot of things as little shits and giggle thing, but that don't sound like something you do for shits and giggles. Because if he'd have said that guy would have been able to come to Puerto Rico, I'm damn sure he'd have been there with her. He couldn't make it, or whatever the reason may be, he couldn't do it. So I'm not buying that. That's my point in it. Yeah, not buying that. No, absolutely not. Yeah. So that's what it is. Just like something you take, because sometimes people want to take something a little more seriously than others. Like when we talked about the jewelry and the watch, I was like, you know what? I didn't think it was much, but because you felt a certain way, I said, you know what? I'll just get rid of the thing, even though I'll look at you sideways. Remember I said all that, but I'll get rid of it because it bothered you that much.
Which it doesn't.
But
just put it out there.
We know that. I'm just saying.
But there was some people that reached out to me and said, "You really upset about that?" I'm like, "No, I'm not upset about it."
But I'm just going back as a point that if an event that's something that's really bothering you like that, even though I didn't think it was that big of a deal, okay. I'm like, all right, I gotta try to see your side of it. She don't seem like she's understand
that he was
why he's feeling the way.
Excuse to not be with her anymore.
It could be that.
Some reason.
That's not what it is.
Some reason.
It could be that, but it still sounds like she played a part in it.
No.
And maybe that's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to be with her. Because she ain't telling you. I'm sure she ain't telling you everything.
She told me everything.
I'm sure she did. Well, she told your side of it. That's what she did. She told her.
I mean, what side is there? He saw a text message asking to.
Right.
I mean, I just don't think it's that
big
of a deal.
think it's maybe, but I think it's more to that situation than she let know. Like I said, she's saying the shits and giggles, but
it's for one thing. I don't think anybody should be going through your phone.
Okay. All right. Good. That's fine and dandy. So.
Not dandy.
Good. That's fine and dandy. But listen, you because you don't run. I don't see you shits and giggles talk about something. Just tell you talking. Like, won't you come to Puerto Rico with me? Like, say, for instance, when we went to Puerto Rico and for some reason I couldn't make it, and you say, well, you should come to Puerto Rico with me. You don't just throw shit out there like that unless you want somebody to come. Come on now. Stop. Come on now. Don't do that. You do not do that. That ain't no shits and giggles.
So if you said you weren't going, you don't think I would have found somebody else?
You could have, but that's on you. But don't expect me to be cool with it.
If I said you can't make it, I'm gonna ask so-and-so, what would you do? Would you be like, all right, I can go?
No. If I couldn't go, that means I really couldn't go. But I say you go right on ahead, have fun. It's when you come back, don't expect me.
You wouldn't be there? If I said I really don't want to go by myself.
For my convenience.
What?
It'd be in my convenience.
Wait, what?
You said, would I be there when you come back? Okay.
You're a tough cookie there, Mr. Austin.
Reverse that. I'm the one going to Puerto Rico. You couldn't make it. And I say, all right, well, I'm going to invite somebody else to come with me. And they come.
I don't like that.
Oh. Thank you. There you go.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you spending 3, 4, 5 to a week with somebody. Okay, come on now, cut that out. Yeah.
You worried about what we were doing?
No, because it'd be in my mind. It's over already. So I'm already done with it. Ain't nothing to think about.
Would you say, I don't think that's a good idea? Would you say anything?
Nope.
You just let me go, think I'm fine to come back and it's not good?
You had the audacity to bring that, dude. Shit, no, I'm not saying a word. I shouldn't have to. No way. No. Should know better than no. Absolutely not. I wouldn't say a word. Hey, have fun.
And then that's it? Then we would just be done?
Well, you have somebody now.
No, it didn't work out.
Well, that's on you. That's your fault. You made the wrong decision.
What I was
It's bad
about
call on
to say-
that. What happens? We all make a bad one here.
That's it.
That's it.
We done.
We are done.
Well, yeah, it was an interesting day. And I am not with you because it's convenient or easy, but because I want to be with you.
Well, that's why I'm with you. I mean, we don't do it for that.
But I get reminders every day while I'm very happy I'm with you.
Well, that's good to
She
hear.
had me really laughing about some of these scenarios in dating apps. You didn't really have those problems on dating apps. She says people are just not normal.
Well,
Not
here's
normal.
the thing. But I don't look at it the way she would probably look at something. Because if somebody's showing me some stuff, or there's some woman on the phone, me telling someone I'm playing with my nipples right now,
You like that?
yes, I would. Yes. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So that's where the difference is coming. So I don't know what the I would like that. Yes.
You'd be like, I'm playing with my nipples right now. What would you say? Let me see. Don't you
Yeah.
don't what are you even thinking about? You know that's what you would say. What are you even
No,
thinking about?
no. It's not even a matter. Let me see, or let's see in person. Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
Nipples get you that excited that you got to see them in person?
I want to see. Well, I want to see him on video first, but I mean, then yes, if
So
it's
playing with
legit.
her nipples, and now all of a sudden,
But
you gotta
typically,
see
if
her
we're
in person.
talking like that, I've seen her already too. So, but if I hadn't never seen it, that's different.
If
Then we got
a woman came out the gate talking about couple conversations in, and she said, "Yeah, I'm playing with my nipples," that would turn you on?
Yes, I'm saying well, yes, yes, 100%. Well, yes.
So you really just gonna be oversexed with this woman and her nipples and just say, I'm going over there, then you're gonna hit it and then that's it?
Probably. But where's the oversex coming? I mean, that's she hooked up. That's it.
I just feel like sex is so easy to get. Why are you just, isn't it more of a connection? Or
See, you confusing it with somebody you're interested in like that. When you're interested in someone for a relationship, yes, there's gonna be more to it to the sex. But if it's just somebody you just randomly hooking up with, it don't matter.
do it with anybody.
Huh?
I need to be stimulated with
Okay, but you're a woman.
You don't need to be stimulated. All they gotta do is say, "I want to see a nipple." What's that?
blow the wind too damn hard and be like, let's go. All right, then I'm just saying. It doesn't take much because it's differences. See, that's where y'all there's a difference with someone.
So then why can't men understand that women are not like that and don't be trying to show us no pictures of your anatomy that fast?
Well, they should understand that you're like that, but we're not talking about men showing. We talking a woman showing them like that. Because men should understand, just like women can understand. Maybe she understands like that.
So if a woman says, all right, come on over here, you're not worried that she doing that with everybody?
Nah, not really. Maybe that's my own though. Nah.
You just think you the special one. She just like, oh yeah, I'm just
I wouldn't say special one, but she turned on by this one. Yes, I would think that, yes.
She turned on by everybody if she turned on by you.
That's what you say.
I would just question
what you say. You turned on by everybody because you turned on by me?
No, but I'm not throwing my nipples at you.
All right, but I'm just saying everybody's different. How do you think? Oh, you think groupies is all that from? What do you think? You think it's some type of mental attraction, energy attraction? It's a groupie. They want to get it. They get it. That's it. That is all. Yeah, well, that's what all that is. It's the same thing. Men are a little different. That men don't have to have a connection to have sex. Some do, some don't.
And if
It's better, but it's much better when it's a connection. But it's either beat it off or get a quick hit. There you go, quick hit.
What happens if like she got something wrong with her? You know, you don't talk to her enough.
Yo, you
find out how her hygiene is, what a house.
You wouldn't know that. You come over, you see the house ain't right, you make out.
You go to her house, you
like,
on the phone, and everything's going well.
Typically.
Wait, let me finish my thought.
Hold up, you're doing a video before you even get over that point. You done already.
Well, you see my video right here, right?
Okay.
Everything looks pretty normal.
Right.
If I take you in the bedroom and I don't have sheets on the bed,
out the door.
She'd be like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, I'm good. Change my mind.
You would not.
Yes, the hell I would. Yes, I most definitely will. Yeah, I'm good. Ain't that hard up. It just.
How about you go in her house and she got a bunch of cats?
That wouldn't do it.
Wait.
I would know that already though, too. I think I would know that.
No. You would know it until you got over here and then all the cats come out the closet.
Well, I just start walking out or wherever, but I'm good.
I don't really think you say that. I think by the time you get over there, you committed to finishing the act.
No, I'm not. Not me. Maybe some are, not me. I'm good on that. Salute. Okay, so for good evening.
So has there ever been a time that you met someone, you talking to them a couple times, everything looks good? I look good right here. Looks decent. Got my little puppy. House looks clean in the back. And you got over there and it was a whole disaster?
Yeah. But it wasn't like it was like this. I met somebody out and went back to the house. I'm good.
What was wrong with the house?
The house was just a whole disaster. Like it was a mess. Plates and stuff on plates on the table, stuff all over the place. I think I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I don't have some stories now. No, I'm good on that one. And then a couple times it was just like, then once it was like, I can't remember exactly what was said, but it said something, and I was like, nah, I'm good on that. Yeah. So I mean, it's happened plenty of times. Sometimes, a lot of times, it usually happens before leaving the spot. Like I say, if I met her out somewhere, typically I'll catch on to something before I even leave. But it's times that I've gotten there, it was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm always entertained by your stories. I don't ever feel threatened or I don't want to know, but
didn't feel threatened.
I mean, some women don't like to hear. I like to get into the weeds with what she looked like.
Yeah, well, that also gets into the mentality of the person. Yeah, and then you get to find out a little bit more how this person thinks. So in this case, me.
Your dog is knocked out, like snoring.
Yeah.
Chingy, you miss her? All right, babe, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I definitely gotta cut.
We gotta cut
that out. Yeah, I gotta cut. I'll cut all that, don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you guys.
Cut it out. People could see us having a conversation.
We are, but I'm about to go to bed. We ain't even did the outro or nothing.
Well, I'm getting ready to tell you to do that. He is cracking me up right here. He is like knocked. Chingy.
Anyway, like to thank y'all again for joining in. Weapon H All-in-One Podcast
with Tanya and Herb and Ching Boy Ching.
Remember to hit those subscribe buttons, like, comment, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Thanks again.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.